So in 1998 I joined GMIS, and having taught history and literature to the higher grades, I went down to grade 5 in 99, and in the year 2000 I started teaching grade 6. So I went from grade 5 to 6 and I was teaching them history and literature. And I was wondering what book to use in literature. And I'd read in the Times supplement, because in those days there was no social media, about a book that was becoming a phenomenon called Harry Potter. So I told my grade 5s, look, for next term, when we start grade 6, I want you to buy Harry Potter. Most of them were able to, some actually we photocopied, but on the whole, there it was. We had Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or in some countries, the Sorcerer's Stone. The thing is that I had chosen the book specifically for 2 reasons. It was for both sexes, it wasn't specifically for males or females. And secondly, there was no movie to the book. There was no way they could learn about this book except by reading the damn thing. So I put a lot of faith in believing that this was suitable for 11, 12-year-olds. We started, I remember, Privet Drive and teaching them what a privet was, and all sorts of peculiar things that are, of course, resonant to the UK. Having said that, their vocabulary was expanding, and how I'm teaching it is for critical thinking, it's for obviously building their vocab, and primarily, number one, to enjoy the bloody book, to actually enjoy reading. This was the days, still a year or two to come, before social media. 1 or 2 kids may have had a mobile phone, but on the whole that wasn't a problem. It was generally non-social media time. But they still weren't reading. Oh my God. Harry Potter was a huge success. I taught 2 classes. We had 2 classes in the grade, so about 55 students. And the goal wasn't to finish the book in the school year. The goal was specifically to get them enjoying reading, which I think is the priority when you're young. And I was told by one of my students years later that some of them during the breaks were reading the book. They were enjoying it so much. But one snag came about a month and a half into the book. I was told by the principal that some parents would like to meet me. They had a problem with the book. Oh my God. Anyway, so I took the meeting with the principal, about 8 ladies, and they were very honest with me and said, look, we feel that, you're teaching sorcery and witchcraft. And I said, no, nothing could be further from the truth. And I explained why I'd chosen the book. Anyway, the bottom line was the meeting went well and we carried on. But what was more satisfying at the end of the school year, because they graduated that year, the parents came up, shook my hand. My God, sir, they're reading. Well, of course, that was the whole idea. And the beauty about not having the movie was we all had pictures of Hagrid differently and Harry differently. And that's why I really salute J.K. Rowling and love her to bits. I couldn't give a damn about Emma Watson or Daniel Radcliffe. They're only bloody actors. So I love J.K. Rowling. I love what she did for kids. I really think if we could get another Harry Potter, as in another series of books that kids could read, fantastic. Because fewer and fewer kids are reading, which is such a shame. It's a bloody shame. So there was the philosophy, get them into reading. And of course, 3 or 4 years later, as I saw them go up grades, I wasn't teaching them. There they'd have Goblet of Fire, the hardback, because they were so much into these books. So anyway, that's when Harry Potter came to GMIS. I hope you like that little bit of a story, and as always, bye-bye. Don't be a sheep.